So hiya there. We're a couple of minutes early, or I'm a couple of minutes early. So if you are too, you could just get set up and get relaxed, set up your posture, and I'm just going to finish my tea until we start at 9. We're doing an affectionate breathing practice tonight, which is the same as last Thursday's, except last Thursday my video didn't work. Okay, cool. So I think it's 9 o'clock. So just getting yourself set up and yeah, having a straight back. It's a little cold here, so I've got a blanket. So doing the same thing, like always make yourself comfortable. You always want to make your meditation practice almost like a treat, so that you're not having to force yourself to do it. So it might mean lighting a candle or making a nice space to do the practice, or just making sure you're really comfortable and still alert. There's still that balance of being upright. So the practice tonight is called Affectionate breathing. It's a really gentle, nice practice. I think it's suitable for the evening. So it's not like a very strong focus. It's more like a nourishing practice. So we're going to practice for about 10 minutes. So just kind of settling into your posture to begin. And this is one of the compassion-based practices. So sometimes then it can be nice to use touch, soothing touch, to kind of identify that this is like a really nurturing type of practice. So you can explore, if you're comfortable, you don't have to, but if you're comfortable to try it, see whether placing a hand somewhere feels feels like comforting in some way. Could it be like that? And for some people, so I've found over time, placing a hand on the chest, or it could be at the stomach, or maybe on the shoulder, or sometimes people will find just holding two hands together, or some kind of symbol that you are directing care and attention towards yourself. That's the nature of this practice. And you can always leave the hand there, or if it's more comfortable, you can just let it rest on your knees or wherever you like. And then it's moving towards the breathing. And you can only invite your attention to go to the breathing. You can't really force it or demand it, but you invite your attention to the breathing. And if it's wandering off, you just notice, oh, I'm thinking a lot, or I'm planning, or whatever. And then during the practice, inviting it back at times, whenever you notice, back gently but firmly to the in breath and the out breath. And for this practice, it can be nice to imagine that you're being nourished on your in breath and you're just kind of relaxing and letting go on the out breath. So just seeing if it's possible to generate that kind of feeling, being nourished on the in breath and just letting go on the out breath. But nothing special and not trying too hard. Just kind of flowing with that. Just the nourishing in breath and just releasing, letting go on the out breath. And then seeing if it's possible to just tune into the rhythm of your own breathing. Not changing anything about the breathing, but just noticing the natural rhythm that your breath has. Just the ebb and flow of your breathing. Just like the sea coming in and out. And maybe it's possible to experience the rhythm of your breathing, this ebb and this flow, as something that's kind of soothing, that it can have a soothing effect on the nervous system, on the body, on the emotions, on the mind. And maybe this could even be available during the day as well. Just this kind of soothing rhythm that just naturally happens. And maybe even letting go of the feeling that you need to cause your breathing to happen. Is it possible to just experience the breathing as something that happens to you? That you're just here being breathed, where there's really nothing to do but just notice this in breath and out breath. And just staying with this experience of the breathing, just for the last moments until the sound of the bell. Great. So, just coming out of the practice in your own time. So, I think these self compassion practices are really interesting. So, I'm thinking this day next week, Thursday next week, I'll guide a practice as usual for 10 minutes, but then I might continue on for maybe 20 minutes just talking about self compassion and how we can bring it into our lives more. So if you notice me going on, that's what's happening. But you could always just do the 10-minute practice too. In the meanwhile, our next session is Saturday morning at 10 a.m. So, so thank you for practicing with me, and really look forward to seeing you